Okay, so we're talking nostalgia. Let's go on a little nostalgia trip with this. This game is called Antivirus Survivors. Let's play a bit of a Vampire Survivors. Why not? Let's play a bit of a Vampire Survivors game. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm already liking this. Ooh. So you're playing. It means the world to me. Again, great day, Sean. Coming soon. More weapons, more bosses, classes, wallpapers, weapon evos, and more. Game is peak. Okay, I'm liking that so many people already are on boards. Feedback, wishlist, Discord. What is? Oh, the page, main page of the thing. Okay, wait. Actually, let's go into the page. Ah, okay. I knew it. They did well. It's not super based on that, but it's a simple page. I like it. Anyways, the way my head turned so far in my name, I read it out loud on purpose. What the fuck was that? Okay. That song change kind of fucking. Sorry, this menu looks bad. No, man, I like this. I like this, but I would also like to go back. Okay, there we go. If I can't press the X to go back, you are disorienting me. So, if you're watching this, Mr. Devin Chad, Mr. Sean, please make the X, make me go back. Anyways, let's start playing. I can also just write it on the feedback thing. Oh, okay. Linear, variable, chaos, protocol. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. Show stats, menu shortcut, pause, F. Hey, it's like Clippy. L. Wait, controller support? Oh, what a stop! What a godsend. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go. Linear, folder difficulty. Okay, let's start with EC. Default cursor. Let's starter weapons. Double click this, shoots the chain. AVD logo towards the nearest enemy. Drops hard drives randomly. Scissor slide through the nearest enemy. Raise ring of fire under player. With bouncing ball. You can preview them. I can preview them. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, this is cool. Quarantine. Wait, what does quarantine do? Scan an area around the player, damaging enemies. Magnifying glass around the enemy. Okay. I like this. Okay, maybe go with pinball. Pinball is good. Good. All right. Let's see. Missing dynamic. Oh. Select that. I really like this. This knockback effect from weapons, crit damage. Okay, let me increase the knockback. Do I have to click this? Oh, that's an enemy. Okay, that's an enemy. Never mind. Pinball. There we go. This fucking stats menu is huge. Oh, I see that file. Hang on. Oh wow. Missing link. Give me some health back. Okay, this is cool. Vapor.exe. I'm guessing that's a nuke or something. Yes. Well, more weapon damage, please. More weapon damage. Big wave. It's torrent. Oh, big wave torrent. All right. What? It's just like this is like a random setup, right? It's like, yeah, whichever finishes first. Okay, okay, I see. I see. Oh, that's cool. Estimated. Oh god. Collecting any loose coin. Yeah, but it costs something and I forgot what. Oh, okay. Maybe coins? Pointer trails. Oh, hit me up. Woohoo! Lem wire? Lem wire. Oh! Oh! I should have known better. Pinball refresh. Sure. More pinballs are always good. Okay. That siren actually like, freaked me out. I thought it was going to, like, something come after me. Key gen. What are we pirating? What did I pirate? Oh, I just got a key. Missing link. Oh yeah, I would love to open bad files that I... Character 2D body? This is as entertaining as you like Vampire Survivals go, but like Sprite 2D. What am I installing with this? Extends node. Is it fucking made in Godot? Preparing to install. Blast on file open. Sure. You can manipulate the ball by moving your window. Wait, moving my window? Am I not supposed... I'm playing on full screen. Moving my window. In game. How do I do that though? How do I move my window? Can I do that? How do I do that? By moving around. Oh, whoops. I thought I like physically moving the window this is running on. Come on, big wave. Something good. Shit. Pinball damage? Good. More pinballs. Okay. Well, it would have been cool if it did, right? I like how stuff just covers your screen, like you can't fucking see. I'm actually a big fan of that. What did I pick? Ow! Stop that! I'm actually a big fan of that. Okay, Vapor, you're up. More keygens. Give me a virus. Give me a virus. Yeah! This is like... This is scratching the right parts of my brain right now, between the music and the visuals. There's been a lot of 2000s like styled games lately, and I'm also guilty of that. Some of the games I've been making, I have all like my notes down. Some of the games I've been planning to make, I'll have that. Most, not all, but most of them I have like this vibe from the 2000s. Like I remember like Windows XP. I used that shit for like what, like 15 years or more, and seeing bugs in the walls. Hang on. Like actual bugs, or are you hallucinating them? Because both, like one is more worrisome than the other, you know. It's a great style time, yeah. Like he said it in a way, like, hang on, please. Ow. Like, it's a style that's very, like, close and foreign to me. Paint inhalation? He said it like it's normal, yeah. Increase luck, unlocks on rerolls. Oh, baby, give me that. Okay, level up, search. Oh! You know what? Yeah, actually, let's reroll. These are all my choices. Sure, let's go with search. I paint outside mainly so I don't bother with masks. My dude, I think you should bother with masks. Please bother with masks. Just pick a cool one from the store and bother with them. Like pretend you are like wearing like a cool hazmat mask. Get to the save folder. That is an ominous message to get. Save folder. Health check. Oh, it's a shop. Okay, I buy with this. I have no money for any of this. Holy shit. Next folder. Shit gives me plus 10 int. Wait, one of my pair of shorts still has COVID mask from the 2020 in the pocket. Okay, 10% attack just from getting that. I like it. Oh, that's a lot of torrents. Come on. Come on. Stop stalling. No. Alright. Let's see. Oh my god, that is not my mine. That is some enemy mine. Don stays brokey in every game. Dude, I've been playing Poker Night on the inventory. Those fuckers are like beating the shit out of me every 2 games. Like there's some games where I'm like, yeah, I'm like 31k, and then I get the itch, you know. I get the itch that maybe I'm playing too safe. Maybe I should be playing with more risks. And I immediately plummet 20k down. I may have a problem. Like at that point, you know, I haven't won a single one of the games that give you like the processing speed. Sure, I haven't won a single one of the games that give you like one of the weapons for TF2. Every time that weapon gets on the table, I turn into a goddamn loser gambling addict. Like I've been having like the best time of my life. Everyone is down to like 5k. I am like winning this. I'm like, yeah, I can take a few risks now. Like no one can equate me now. And I generally just lose all my fucking money. So you turn into your IRL safe. Hey! Hey! You're not supposed to say that. I was trying to learn Texas Hold'em last night and I gave up. It seems pretty simple, actually. Like Texas Hold'em is the one in the Poker Night one, right? It's not really that hard. If I didn't play like a fucking jackass, I would probably be winning all the tournaments. Like genuinely. But I like that game is just worth it for the dialogue. Like my god, I love those characters so much. Except maybe Tycho. Download more RAM. Sign me up. Ow. I may have made a huge mistake. Oh, so fuck me, I guess. It's not like if you know like the pairs you gotta get you're gonna get in the game, it's not difficult. You're just gonna like learn them. I make mistakes all the time and I know how to play. Like I keep forgetting that like you can get a full house. Yeah, like I keep forgetting full houses exist. That is like a big issue. That is a big issue to have. We gotta get into Tower Night when we've made web fishing for all it's worth. I think like cozy games like that are cozy games where you just join and play with your friends are underrated. There should be more cozy games when you play with your friends. That way, I recommended you guys we play at least once the sled game. That's how it's called. It's called sled game. That I always struggle to remember the name, and it's just sled game. But cozy games that should just do shenanigans. I don't think that's a cozy game. That's a like abuse simulator, man. If you think that's cozy, you need to go to therapy. Probably. Oh, these viruses are starting to turn into stuff I want to click. I'm getting my shit completely fucked right now. Quick. It's cozy if you're good enough and I'm the strongest. Oh, okay. I think fighting games are cozy, man. Controversial opinion, I know. Ow. Come on, open up. There we go. Surge damage, please. I think I'm severely lacking in damage right now. These fuckers are strong. But yeah, you know, it's fun to just play something where you can chill with your friends, which is why for like, I haven't done that in a really long time. I used to play a lot of Gmod Sandbox. Like, funny, we're talking like, oh, I pressed skip. I kind of wanted to press. I thought skip would re-roll. I don't know why I thought that. I think like. I think cozy games are generally underrated. I used to play the shit out of like Gmod Sandbox, just Sandbox, with my friends, and we'd just build shit with spawning PCs, we'd drop bombs, we'd just like do shit, you know. And it was fun as shit. We'd like choose different maps, we'd like build different kind of contraptions and then blow them up. I think that kind of stuff is a bit like missing now. Like everything has to kind of be like this competitive experience to play with friends. Even like I love Friend Swap. I love Friend Swap, but I think Friend Swap has the problem that every Friend Swap game has to be this like every Friend Swap game has to be like this, either horror or like short objective game, if you know what I mean. Like a game with a purpose. Which there's nothing wrong with your game having a purpose, but it's like maybe I want to just fuck around. Maybe I don't want to do anything else but fuck around for like an hour, you know. And these games kind of want you to focus on the objective, especially when there's games like all these like Lethal Company likes. They're good. I love Lethal Company. Like no slander from me regarding that. But if these games are like you get an upgrade, right? They operate on like a roguelite or roguelite kind of deals. Like if you lose here, you're going to lose all your upgrades. And very rarely do any of these games have like permanent upgrades. Well, I think permanent upgrades would fucking rock on a Friend Swap game. Like, imagine like actually working long term with your friends to get like an actual very big like I don't know, like a different vase, a different ship, more stuff that isn't just cosmetic, you know. How do you really innovate Sandbox beyond having more features? You don't really need to innovate Sandbox. I think that's an issue a lot of games kinda have sometimes. You don't need to innovate everything, right? Sometimes you need a formula, and you need to give that formula your own touch, and that's it. I generally think you don't need to like fully innovate. If you focus on being different and on being new, that's what I mean, right? If you focus on being different and being new, you are not going to do what you're aiming to do. Just focus on making what you think is fun, or what you think would be fun to like mix in the game. Do not go into a genre thinking, how can I change this genre for the better, right? Sometimes a lot of changes just happen like as you're doing shit. Like, for example, this is one of my favorite examples. Sonic games, like Sonic entirely exists because Super Mario Bros. Exists. Because this creator of Sonic wanted to see, always liked to see how fast he could finish a level. So when he got the opportunity to create his own platformer, he did something amazing that was making speed the main thing about the game. Like, the faster you are, the better the level actually feels like. The better the game rewards you for being fast. If you're slow, you go into like the punishment zone of the area, you know. And I think that's fantastic. That's how you should like focus on making a game. You play a game, you go like, hey, this is fun, but you know what, it would be great if I could do this. And then you go into that and you're like, hey, this is actually pretty cool, but it's missing this. Or, this isn't as good as I thought. Maybe I should like change it this way. And that's how you get like, really, you just describe innovating. No, I know, but I mean, there's a difference between innovating. There's a difference between innovating because you actually have an idea, and innovating for the sake of wanting to be different. You know? I feel like a lot of people just want to quote-unquote innovate, and all they do is add like a twist. But it's a pretty nonsensical twist. In a way, like it's not really innovation. In that way. I don't know how to explain it. But my brain registers them as different things. They probably are different things. But in my head, they are, right? What are you? Oh, you're an enemy. Uh-oh. Like, yes, the genre was innovated by Sonic. I know. But what I mean is, if you want to genuinely innovate, you have to actually tackle the issue differently than just thinking, I'm going to be different for the sake of being different. You have to have an idea first. And that idea only functions, like, that idea will only show up if you decide to, like, play the fucking genre first. You can't, like, innovate a genre if you never have contact with that genre. I can make a different, like, yeah, well this, like, right? Like, I can make a different Vampire Survivors game if I never play a Vampire Survivors game. Like, check what this game is doing. What is this game doing from any other Vampire Survivors game on the market? Well, it mainly went, hey, maybe we can't super innovate on the gameplay, so we're going to go full in on aesthetics. And by doing so, they also have, like, a lot of different gameplay elements that have more interactivity to the stuff you find, right? So now the game can stand on its own while being part of the genre without just being another copy. Like, that's kind of what I mean. I know what you mean and you're right, but still the reason no new sandboxes are coming is because how can I compete with that? Oh yeah, I mean, Gmod sandbox is pretty much the sandbox. And a big part of it is that it's running on Source. The fact that you have access to all these different little things already from the get-go, and they're all characters you either recognize or you don't, but they look silly. Like, they fit an aesthetic in particular. And you also have all the wider range of weapons from made and designed by Valve. It just helps a lot. And also Gmod is like, it has such a fucking huge community to this day. They are still making stuff to this day. They're making new add-ons to this day. So you never run out of content, really. You always have something to do in the sandbox. And, like, it's a sandbox that also has, like... It was a sandbox first, and then they made multiple game modes on top of that sandbox. So you end up with a fucking huge masterpiece of a game. It is very difficult to compete with Gmod. It is very difficult to compete with Gmod, which is why I think like if you ever make a sandbox, like you make a great point. But I think like if you wanna quote unquote compete as a sandbox, you need to make a few things that are probably going to be difficult. First of all, it's a gamble. It's luck. I'm sorry, but competing with making people actually want to make mods for your game, it's a gamble. Your game needs to be fun first. People need to see that modding is easy, and once they do, you're going to have a modding community. Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen first, right? I think you should first. I think it depends on how you tackle the thing. This is going to sound weird, but you know in war games how the only winning move is not to play. I don't mean that as the only winning move is to not make a sandbox. I think that the winning move is to not compete with Gmod. Like, it sounds insane, right? Because you can't take Gmod out of the store to not compete with it. But what I mean is, if you're going to make a sandbox game, don't focus on competing with Gmod. Focus on making it fun. And if people go, hey, this is just Gmod, then fuck them. You're going to get people that like it. As long as you like make it fun, add the stuff you like from the base game. Just put enough stuff that people will want to play. Make it run well, make it look good, make it feel fun to play. All the wacky stuff you want to make. Hell, you could even make a sandbox with like, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know what I just said. I should have read what that does. You could make a sandbox where you can like, oh my god, you hot singles in my area looking for love. Yeah, you can make a sandbox with hot singles in your area. You can make a sandbox where you can actually build guns in the base game, like with different shit, with gun components. You could make like different kinds of stuff. That's what I mean. Like, just think, what do you think would be fun to add to a sandbox? And as you think that, as you were playing another sandbox, sure, you can probably like go and feel like, well, I know a mod for Gmod that did it pretty well. Nothing's stopping you from trying to incorporate that concept into your game. Nothing. Literally nothing. All you gotta say is that you're not stealing a code, right? All you gotta do is go, hey, this was inspired by this, from this, and from this. Just wear your inspirations on your sleeve, man. Don't be ashamed of where you come from. If you love Gmod, it's gonna show in your game, and it's gonna show that you have a passion for this kind of stuff. Trying to innovate a sandbox is gonna feel like the Family Guy bit of the Simpsons. Gmod already did it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think you need to focus on innovation. That's what I mean. Like, just focus on making it fun. Make a sandbox, and maybe you're going to end up just innovating by accident. That's how you haven't seen new sandboxes. Yeah, I think a lot of people also don't make new sandboxes because everyone is afraid to fail, especially when you make a game. It's a hopeless against that monolith. Yeah, it's hopeless to like think to stand out. But I think you also have to kind of think that, how do I put this without just something sounding like cope? I think you need to, at one point you need to like feel that you just need to have fun with what you make, right? Like, I know it's mostly like a lot of people don't take that risk because you need to have a winning, right? I put hours of my life into this, into every resource. If I don't make it back, it's gonna be like, if it doesn't pay off at all, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. But I feel like you need to focus, when you make a game, you need to focus on the fact that you are making a game, right? You need to, there's gotta be a point where you wanna play that. Like, it is a monolith of a game. It is a monolith of a game. It's not like something easy to compete against, to go up against, or whatever. It's not just... Gmod is not going anywhere, it's not gonna disappear. But I feel like that you shouldn't let that stop you from trying to do your own thing. I feel like, and this is probably a bit sad, but I see it a lot now. There's a lot of people that don't know Gmod. They generally don't know of it. Or if they do know of it, they never played it. And the sad truth is, a lot of these people haven't played it because it's an old game, right? So you should also kind of start, like, if you wanna like buy in on a market, you should probably also realize that there are a lot of new people joining this game that have never played an actual fucking sandbox in their life, ever. That sounds insane, right? Because, like, how the fuck do you know? How the fuck have you never played a sandbox? Right? They have never played a sandbox, and I don't mean Minecraft, okay? I mean a sandbox like Gmod, where you can play Minecraft and also do whatever the fuck you want. You know, it depends if you're a solo dev or an actual company. Yeah, that too depends on it. But like, you're never going to see every indie game company wants to make their dream game, right? And no one really wants to make a dream sandbox game because that's pretty much already covered with Gmod. So if you make a sandbox game, you're just making a sandbox game because you want to make a fucking sandbox game. Like, you're not doing it because it was your dream to look down from your, like, empire of sales and laugh at Gary. You know. If you're gonna do that, you're just gonna do it for the love of the game. Literally, for the love of the game. Gmod 2 is in the works, for example. And I don't really see a lot of interest on it, which is kind of sad. Like, I'm sorry, Gary. But the reason people aren't interested in it isn't because Gmod already exists. People, from what I've read, like, this is not a universal experience, but from what I've read, people aren't excited about it because it doesn't have any of the Source shit. It runs on Source 2, but it doesn't have any of the Half-Life characters, of the Half-Life weapons. SN Box releases next month. I did not know that. I had no fucking clue. That is insane, and I actually am kind of interested in what Gary's doing, but a lot of people were generally like, hey, you already made Gmod, what are you doing? If you're not adding, like, anything, you're also, like, making Gmod again and you're not adding the stuff from the Source games. Which is kind of sad, in a way. Like, you put all this effort and people just want to see more of your old shit. Like, it was going to happen. But it is a bit sad. I don't know. But I don't think that means that it's because no one wants to play a sandbox that's not Scary Mod, right? I think it's because people want, if you make a game that's basically Garry's Mod 2, or you sell it as such at the start, like you like try and make it bring people in by saying it's basically Gmod 2, and then you go, no, it's not Gmod 2, I'm not adding anything of the Source thing. Then people are probably not going to be too happy about it. Just that, right? But I do think you could make a sandbox game and people would be able to play it. Would be interested in playing it. At least give it a try, you know. Honestly, if it isn't like 10 times better as a base game, or doesn't have backwards compatibility for all mods, probably not. Yes, you are exactly right. That is also a big thing. If you are making a sequel, quote unquote, to your game, and it's a huge game with a huge community like Garry's Mod, and it doesn't have backwards compatibility, you're kind of fucked. I'm sorry. You're probably kind of fucked. It's sad too. Like, I don't want the game to fail. I don't want the game to fail. I love Garry's Mod. I really like the games that came with Garry's Mod as well. I trust Gary to do a good game. Generally, I do think he can make a good game. But if you don't have those things, I think you're absolutely correct. I don't think it's... Not only is it like... I can't say if the base game is better than or not, right? I don't know if it will be. Maybe it has more modes that comes with it, so you don't have to wait for workshop shit. But I think the problem with the backwards compatibility thing is probably going to be like a deal breaker for a lot of people. And I wouldn't even like think that's outlandish or anything. I think that would be completely fair, especially with the kind of like sizable community that Gmod community is. Really big community. But yeah, I don't think S-Box is like not gonna make it because Gmod exists. I think it's because it's a mix of who made it and the expectations of what was being made, not really being at all what people wanted. You know, 95% chance of spam is hilarious. Give me that now. But like, you know, I think a sandbox game could be made. People like to fuck around in games. People just like to fuck around in games. But to make a sandbox game and have your say, you probably need to release the game in a state where people can do a lot of things and not just shoot one NPC. Because that's another thing I see a lot of sandbox games kind of want to try. They release like an early access version, demo or whatever, and there's nothing to do. There's an empty map, there's one guy you can shoot, there's one or two weapons, and that's it. And I think that's bad, because first impressions matter a lot, and if the first impression in your demo is bad, people aren't gonna buy the full game. They're not gonna be interested in what you're doing. I don't know. I think it's a huge risk and probably a huge time sink to try and make one of these things, but I do also think that it could be worth it if you just try and do your best and have fun. I think it could be worth it. You just need to like have faith in yourself in that sense. I don't think it's going to be like a fucking bestseller of a game or outsell Gmod in any way. But if you make a fun game where people can just be there and, you know, do stuff with no worries in the world, you're very likely going to have something. We need more linear games. We also do need more linear games. I agree with that. I think we got a lot of games. Look, I love branching paths games. I love that. But I think this isn't really a fault of the genre itself. I will admit that. Like it's not the fault of the game that happens. But I kind of think that multi-ending games. Multi-ending games and more like, I mean, I guess a linear game can also be multi-ending, but first calling it like pure linear, then I think the problem is like a lot of people lose their minds that they can't get the best ending on their first playthrough. And I think And I think that's sad. Like, I've seen a lot of people, like, call a game bad because you can't get the true ending on your first go-around, when the game is built around you not having the knowledge for a true ending first. True endings are meant to be a reward. That's why a lot of, like, good true endings are meant to be a reward with some shit. That's why there's a lot of times where you have to do, like, really crazy fucking shit to get them. I feel like people now just need to look at a guide and get that. There's not really a, you know, a sense of discovery, a sense of exploration. Like, I'd get if you're like finishing the game 3 times now and you can't figure out what to do different. I respect looking it up, but at the same time, I think, like, you don't really need to get the true ending on your first go around. That's what I mean. Like, you don't really need that. Enjoy the game and you can replay it. Maybe not in its entirety. Maybe you can start in another... You did it, I'm proud of you. I hope you had fun. However, I'm very sorry this is just a boring, uninspired windscreen. You deserve better, and you will get better in the full release. In the meantime, just so the hardest difficulties, go spend those beans on some upgrades and try out some different builds. Had fun with this demo. I am gonna wishlist this, actually. This was great. This was actually great. And I love that startup screen. I don't know, just write one really good ending for once. Yeah, okay. I guess we need that's what I mean too. Like, I think having what? Oh, water. I think having multiple endings kind of not a great combination for me. Yep, generally. I think having multiple endings screwed people up in that way, in that they need to do the true ending, good, perfect ending on their first run. And then they get, like, upset because they don't have the skills to actually do the thing that true ending demands you to do. Which sometimes is a lot of shit. Alright, Antivirus Survivors. I'm gonna wishlist this. This was really fun. Really fun demo. Okay.